So for a while on the internet, this was controversial. Not the song itself, not any music or lyrics that people heard and objected to, no, just this, Nicki Minaj's butt. People were up in arms apparently, declaring that it's not safe for work and that it's too racy, to the point where I couldn't help but feel like the reactions were somewhat planned. Like, they planted articles drawing attention to the cover art. I mean, it has to be that, right? I mean, just to have her fans rally around her in support saying, F the haters, you go girl, show off your natural black beauty that has obviously been digitally lightened and augmented for the purpose of looking attractive to an audience of men who couldn't give a damn about her artistic integrity. Girl power! But for real, is anyone actually offended by this? Is this new? Are we really shocked by Nicki Minaj using sexuality to sell her music? I mean, call me a hipster, but I was kind of through with this a couple of years ago when she was talking about
boobs, 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 lie to boobs.
Yeah, after a line like that, you're no longer trying to be respected as a rapper. And besides, looking back at it, no pun intended, she's always been about using sexuality for fame. Remember this picture? Yeah, that's when she started getting popular. In fact, remember that whole I may or may not be bisexual nonsense where she was tapping into the mental struggle that many young teenagers go through with their sexual identity, and it was obvious that her PR people made her push that persona for the dual purpose of A, gaining the following of sexually questioning young adults, and B, turning the heads of men who like the idea of a girl being into chicks but still totally wanting the D. Yeah, it's always been about gimmicks to some extent. Hell, she was giving damn lap dances on stage during her tours. But if I were to play devil's advocate and try to validate these claims that this is the cover that went too far, I'd probably wager that it relates to the way she's blatantly presented. The fact that in this cover, she's not coming to you as a rapper, she's coming to you as her butt. In this picture, she's not the individual Nicki Minaj anymore. She's just another one of the millions of pictures of eye candy showing us their backsides. Because she's just another video hoe, and we all know the only thing we really want to see is your ass, Nicki, so stop talking, face the front of your body away from me, and show me the true reason why we give a damn about you. Thing is, the visual of her depersonalizing herself as just another ass to look at, that's not new either. In fact, I remember having the exact same feelings when I saw her in the ass video. That was the first time I felt like something was wrong. I mean, I know most videos will have a female rapper being sexualized, but it's usually a special sexualization, where you can tell that we're supposed to be focusing on the personality of the rapper in question. Here in this elongated segment of her shaking her ass, there was nothing unique about her. It was face away from the camera, ass out, just another video hoe in the shoot. So even the aspect of her being treated as run-of-the-mill sex candy, this is not new. Actually, this is pretty tame. In fact, when I first saw this, I wasn't even concerned with her ass. The first question I had was, why the hell is a song called Anaconda? What the hell could a song called Anaconda possibly be about?
My anaconda don't, my anaconda don't, my anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
Oh. It's interesting that it samples Baby Got Back. However, I don't really like when people sample songs that were already proven to be #1 hits, especially so liberally. Now, I've heard a lot of feminists championing the sample of the song, claiming that Nicki's taking back the song for women. But, dude, no, she just ripped off a well-known Shake Your Booty song to make her own Shake Your Booty song. And I'm not usually one to call a song a ripoff when it's sampling another song, because a lot of songs use sampling to enhance a certain sound that they liked in the original work, and I can get with that. With this, nothing is really done with the beat work that enhances the music. They just layer annoying, unnecessary sounds over the sample so much, it makes you just want to go listen to the original. All of these sounds just get on my nerves. And not to mention the most annoying sound they use on this track, Nicki Minaj. I wasn't exaggerating. Nicki, nothing is that funny. What are you even laughing about?
He loved his fat ass.
You sound like a supervillain who just hypnotized and trapped someone with your butt cheeks. Is that where the pro-feminist message comes in? But that's near the end of the song. The first part of the song is her telling a couple short stories about guys she used to have sex with, both of whom sold drugs.
Boy toy named Troy used to live in Detroit. Bit dope, stealing money, he was getting some coins. I let him hit it cause he slang cocaine.
Just straight up, no shame. I had sex with him because he deals drugs. Okay, look. I know a lot of rappers embed themselves in the drug culture, and so she aligns herself with it too, because, you know, the drug game is cool to everyone nowadays. But my problem is that she doesn't paint herself as an active agent in any of this drug activity. And yes, the drug dealing business is a shady profession with people of moral ambiguity that you should not look up to, but with any businessman, legal or illegal, there's always the illustrious draw to them. A certain respect for anyone who's worked their way up to where they are, who climbed through the rungs of an industry, no matter what type it was, and has put in work to make a comfortable living for themselves. As a culture, we respect that. We see the wit and intellect behind men like Don Corleone, Walter White, and Frank Lewis, and many rappers want to emulate that lifestyle because of the respect of their hustle. Nicki Minaj in this song does not play the person who worked her way up to the top. No, it's quite apparent that she's playing the role of the 2-bit materialistic floozy who bangs her way into the lap of luxury. And, well, you're not supposed to look up to Daisy Buchanan from The Great Gatsby, you feel me? Now, if she was talking about being the queen pin in this whole thing, and that she was the one putting in work, and that she was a sugar mama for some young guy that she used and tossed to the side, I'd be like, okay, you're switching it on him, and you're showing that it's no thing for a woman to be in control of things. But this is not that scene. She's portraying the drug dealer's airheaded plaything, right down to the cutesy childlike voice and seeming dismissiveness of his terrible actions, as long as he has a nice house and gives her pretty shoes.
Was the shootouts with the law, but he lived in a palace. Bought me Alexander McQueen, he was keeping me stylish.
And throughout the song, she keeps telling you about the freaky sex she has with these guys.
He twists my salad like his name, Romaine.
Which is there to make you see her as a sexually liberated woman. And hey, I get it, it's about doing to men what men do to women in rap songs. But then her supposed female righteousness is quickly followed by her telling him to buy her clothes.
And when we done, I make him Bonnie Romaine. I'm on some dumb shit.
The premise here is pretty straightforward. I had sex with him and now he owes me clothing. Now look, I know that I'm a man. And as such, I can't be the one to say what ultimately is empowering for women, or even that she has to make songs that empower women. But geez, I'm not asking her to be Rosie the Riveter or anything, just to be her own damn woman, or at least portray herself as such. It's not like she isn't a businesswoman who's been making power moves in the industry. At least I thought she was until I hear songs like this where she talks about still being reliant on men. This just feels lame and ultimately pandering to a crowd that just wants to hear sexuality is the only way a woman can have any semblance of dominance in the industry. Now, maybe I say this because I think the song was being sampled by a male rapper in the early 90s who was at least being controversial with his message back in the day.
I'm tired of magazines saying flat butts are the thing, so I'm looking at rock videos. Knock-knee bimbos walking like hoes. You can have them bimbos. I'll keep my women like Flojo. So Cosmo says you're fat. Well, I ain't down with that.
No one was really out there saying that black women were a standard of beauty that was to be desired in the mainstream, especially not in music. Of course, the problem with Sir Mix-a-Lot's song is, you can easily say that for all the talk of being proud to throw some appreciation toward the female form commonly associated with black women, ultimately you can say that he's still objectifying them. Sure, they're the woman not commonly seen as attractive in a white-dominated world, but it doesn't change the fact that objectification is still what's happening. So here Nicki comes to sample that song, and take it back for the ladies, as it were. But honestly, other than the fact that there is indeed a female rapping over Sir Mix-a-Lot's beat, Nicki doesn't really do much to earn that reclaimer title that some people want to give her. Come on guys, just because a black woman is the one who gets the mic to talk about female bodies, I don't think that fact in and of itself makes it a female positive piece of art. I'm just saying, when you see those Vine videos of girls shaking their asses while their best friend records it, I doubt feminists breathe a sigh of relief when they hear that the person behind the camera is a girl. Because, hey, at least it's a woman recording it. Nah, it's still a video made for the entertainment and approval of thirsty men. And to me, this song is just sampling Sir Mix-a-Lot as yet another gimmick, trying to turn heads with the 90s nostalgia bomb that is Baby Got Back. Now, so far I haven't really shown you that many lyrics from the song itself, but for real, that's because there honestly aren't that many. And the ones that are interesting to talk about are even fewer and farther in between. There are 2 short verses that barely qualify as short stories, and the second half of each of those verses goes exactly the same. But, as expected, there are still a couple of odd lyrics in there.
Come through and fuck him in my automobile, let him eat it with his grills, keep telling me to chill.
You want him to eat you out with the grill still in his mouth? That can't be hygienic.
This dude named Michael used to ride motorcycles. Dick bigger than a tower, I ain't talking about Eiffels.
Well, which tower are you talking about then? Okay, with this lyric, I know what she was trying to do, but she kind of messed up with the execution. You see, this is a thing in rap that I like to call the unword play, where someone uses a euphemism for something, but instead of directly comparing their play on words with what the wordplay may literally allude to, like, I'm just kicking it like a soccer team, they jokingly disassociate the play on words with what you may have expected them to be comparing something to. For instance, yeah, we're just kicking it, but I ain't talking about a soccer team. The joke being that they're acknowledging the fact that it's a euphemism. The problem here is with the wording, because when she says,
Dick bigger than a tower, I ain't talking about Eiffels.
it's no longer just about comparing his dick to a tower, it's now about what kind of tower. It's like she's saying, yeah, his dick was as big as a tower, but not like the Eiffel Tower. I mean, that'd be ridiculous. It'd be more like a Lego figurine model of the Eiffel Tower, if I had to be precise. And that's pretty much it as far as lyrics are concerned. After about the 2-minute mark of this 4-minute and 49-second video, there are no more new lyrics that aren't just repetitions of the chorus or the bridge. So the second half of this song is just playing different parts of Baby Got Back with annoying sound effects. That and an unnecessarily long outro where Nicki Minaj just kinda rambles.
This one is for my bitches with a fat ass in the fucking club. I said, with my fat ass big bitches in the club.
Dude, just end it.
I wanna see all the big fat ass bitches in the motherfucking club.
Dude, just end it.
I got a big fat ass.
Dude, even the engineer's trying to cut you off. End the song. End the song.
Come on.
End the Overall, I'd give this song a 0 out of 5. I was thinking about giving it a 1 since the verses are mercifully short, but... And I just can't imagine actively wanting to listen to all of this again. This is bad. It's choppy, annoying, simple to the point of embarrassment, and doesn't respect the audience enough to cut it out before it wears out its welcome. That sample used for the chorus works for about 30 seconds before you start questioning whether or not the producer actually had any idea what to do with this song other than just play Baby Got Back under her vocals. And Nicki is in full-on goofy bimbo mode and just comes across as someone desperate to keep people talking about her instead of delivering rhymes that anyone can give a shit about. The video included. I mean, before in her videos, there was at least something else going on. Ice motorcycles, crazy costumes, and now it's just that uncomfortable part of the ass video stretched out for 4 minutes trying to justify this poor excuse for a rap song. And what's worse is that so many people are trying to justify this as a feminist piece. Ladies and gentlemen, did we watch the same video? Did you guys somehow miss the part where she sprays herself with whipped cream and attempts to deep throat a banana? I mean, I know female positive media is hard to find in a mainstream context, but are you guys gonna pretend that we didn't just hear yet another strip club anthem with a music video that guys are just gonna watch on mute? This video is just another submission to the male gaze portfolio, right down to the director of the video and music production credits belonging to men. Guys, just because a woman's in front of the scene doesn't mean this isn't just another product by dudes for dudes. So can we not act like this isn't just more pandering crap to keep her relevant because being a good rapper apparently isn't enough? Good God, you're a household name, Nicki, yet your label still doesn't have nearly enough faith in you as an artist to not have you shaking your ass just to keep people watching. I'm the Rap Critic, and I'm starting to rethink my marriage proposal.